Welcome to Fantasy Quick Hits. This is Miles and Cam. We are here on a beautiful Saturday morning in Williston, North Dakota. Our number one listen to town. I think I am responsible for 3 of the downloads per episode, and Cam has got the other 2.
Yep.
So we are making our way the only way we know how.
Yep.
Wait, do you know the next song?
The what?
Oh, you don't even know that one?
No.
We're making our way the only way we know how.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a little bit more than the law will
Who sings
allow.
who sings that song?
Waylon Jennings.
Okay. Yeah.
Good God.
You were on top of it.
You know what? It's amazing. Sometimes I amaze even myself. I have all this fantasy football knowledge.
Yeah.
And then I have pop culture knowledge. I'm tremendous at my job. I may be the best husband my wife has ever had.
Man,
That's
you
a
are
joke. That's
just 100% confident.
You know what? And I hurt my shoulder from patting myself on the back so much.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you should run this episode because I am just so
Okay.
full of myself.
We will.
They asked us in the leadership training the other day, like list 3 qualities. And I listed 4, and the 4th one was humble.
Yep. Very modest. I bet that was a quick number 5. You had to do a coin flip between those two. All right. I had Mr. Joey Scary call me yesterday and asked if he requested a episode where we dive in and dissect the number 2 receivers on the teams that have the juggernaut number 1s. So like the Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, the Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, the AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Those are the 3 that he wanted us to cover, and maybe go over some other wide receiver 2s that we think might go. So I will start out by asking Miles, we're just going to go right into it. The number 2s, obviously those 3 are probably the top 3 number 2s out there, because if they got plucked from the team or the situation and went to another team, I think they're de facto number 1s on any given team. So if you had your choice out of those 3, which one would you take?
I zoned out. My apologies. If I'm not talking, I'm not listening either. Oh, which 3 players are you going to talk about?
The Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins, and Devontae Smith.
Really? I thought Waddle, Higgins, and Smith. I've got Waddle in a league. I've tried to get Higgins. I've tried to get Smith. So and I think, how often do 2 wide receivers from the same team make the top 10?
Well, Waddle and Hill did last year. I think it wasn't Waddle number 9.
I think it was AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Well, okay, I know, yeah.
And then before that, we've had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin before. So it's hard to do, though.
Yeah.
But they're all viable family options.
Yeah.
That's not anything.
So if okay, say you're on the board and you have all 3 of these available, which one are you picking in your draft?
I like Waddle.
Okay.
And Higgins is fine. Of those, I don't know why, but yeah, I think Higgins goes to. Oh God, is he? He's not a top banana. He's fine though. But I think it probably for me it's Waddle, Smith, Higgins.
Okay.
But it's just, and that's the thing. There's take DK with the 2 good receivers, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, both top 15. And I prefer the later of the 2.
Yeah, I'm not a
DK guy. I like Tyler. But that's because he's so cheap. And these other guys are so expensive to get the second target on your team. So if you take Tyreek Hill, would you double up and take Waddle?
Yep, and then I'd roll around and I'd take Tua.
You would not.
Yeah, I would.
You don't have the guts.
Yeah,
I dare you.
Okay.
I triple dog dare you. Oh, he broke protocol and jumped straight to the top with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're top 15 guys.
It's a very good point, and it's a very good conversation, because Higgins is a big boy.
Yeah.
Burrow, how long is he going to be out this year? Is it going to be 4 games? Is it going to be 8 games? Yeah. Who knows? Is he going to play week 1? Waddle is it's a coin flip. Waddle and Smith for me. If Tua can get back to how he played before he got concussed, I'd take Waddle.
Yeah.
If not, if he gets hurt, You take Waddle out of the equation, Devontae Smith is by far the most valuable out of these three number twos, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think, man, the Eagles run so much though.
Yeah.
So I think that takes away the touchdown upside.
Okay.
They with the butt push or whatever they
Yeah.
call it with when Jalen Hurts gets pushed over the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, I think therefore I am. But of those, Waddle is my favorite
Yeah.
of those three specifically. And we're right now we're looking at the Fantasy Pros
Yeah.
group, and there's like 10 through 15. Would you rather in that tier 3 group? There's Wilson, Waddle, Olave, Smith, Higgins, or Metcalf. I think of that group, I want Waddle, even though he's the second on that team.
I want him in that. Well, I want Olave ahead of Waddle.
Yeah.
And you put if it went Wilson, Olave, Waddle, Smith, Higgins, Metcalf, I'd be comfortable.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. And like when I'm drafting, Metcalf does not excite me, and I don't know why he should.
If he was
a giant of a man, he weighed 235,
Yeah.
something or other, and they called him Big John, and I messed that song up.
And
completely.
he runs
Yeah.
big bad.
Yeah.
He runs fast.
Yeah.
But Metcalf, I think he and Tyler Lockett are both going to get humbled real quick because I think JSN's coming, and
Oh.
yeah,
Those guys are so established.
they're not going to fight because JSN would get his head ripped off by DK Metcalf. Anybody that does pull-ups on goalposts for he's big dude, specimen of a guy, but what is he, 26, 27? I mean, he's not aging out. He's right in the prime, and maybe this is the year where he really goes. But
so, man, back to my younger days when I was in high school, I could do one-handed pull-ups. I think I could do 19 right-handed and 11 left-handed. If I tried to do all pull-up, I think my arms would fall off right now.
yeah,
But I am like 46 years old.
man, you were CrossFit before CrossFit.
Oh, yeah.
Hit?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, a rhyme does not make a joke.
No.
Anyway.
Okay, some more number twos that we can, obviously Tyler Lockett with DK Metcalf. Debo's probably the number one on San Francisco, but you got Ayuk. Okay, so you flip flop those two.
Purdy and Ayuk, and I would rather have Ayuk. I think.
And now you throw in Jordan Addison to Justin Jefferson. Where's he at in the range?
Jefferson's the one.
Well, no, I know that, but I mean, as far as a number two, Addison.
I plant my flag on this. Justin Jefferson's better than Jordan Addison.
I know that. We're talking number two.
Want to fight about it?
No, I don't.
Wait, that's what you wanted to talk about? Number twos?
Yeah, we're not talking about.
I have to use the bathroom. My coffee's hitting me pretty hard.
We all know who the number ones are. So.
And then Godwin Evans, who's the number one there?
Godwin.
You think so? I think Evans is on the way out. If he had not had that one just extraordinary game last year,
he'd be down the ranks quite a bit. Godwin is a PPR machine. It's just if he can find the end zone
healthy.
Yeah. And he's got what is it, Baker or Kyle, the starter? Is it Kyle Trask thrown to him?
I think it's going to be Baker. Baker. I think so. From the preseason game last night, they say he had a really good game.
Mike Williams, Keenan Allen.
Allen, I think, but if Mike Williams can stay healthy,
yeah.
But yes, they should have a much better team. The Pickens and Deontay Johnson. I've got Deontay Johnson as the number one. Once again, we play PPR. He's a pass catching machine.
Yeah.
I guess this really wasn't a wide receiver too. We just ended up talking about teams that have two really good receivers, and it used to be you'd have an alpha receiver.
Yeah.
And now we've got teams where they 1As and 1Bs.
I think Deontay is he's the number one in my opinion because Pickens still has to, win it.
Yeah. What are we going to call this episode? 2 wide receiver team? That's not very catchy, but we'll come up with something.
Yeah. Okay. The one right before that, Christian Kirk. Yeah. Calvin Ridley's obviously the number one there.
Is he though? He's got head. People are like, oh, he's healthy, but it was last year he was suspended for gambling.
Yep.
And the year before that, he basically quit football because he couldn't. Stress. And I understand that, but is it going to happen again? Because I traded for him in a league, and I've traded a lot for him, and he was producing, and then he just went out. And I traded him for a 3rd round pick, and everybody's like, now they're like, oh, you're an idiot. I'm like, man, the guy has couldn't. But yeah, I think I'd rather have Kirk just because I've been personally traded.
I'd rather have Ridley just because he has done it before. Not saying he can do it again.
Kirk was top 15 last year.
Yeah, but Ridley was what?
Top 5.
Top 5. Didn't he finish 2 or 4 that 2 years ago?
He did a couple. So, he did what? Oops, sorry.
So it's all good.
Yep.
Let's see who else. JSN's going to come in and be the number 1, so we don't even need to talk about him. Okay, here's one. Treylon Burks. D-Hop is the number 1. What do you think of Treylon Burks?
There's not been any shakeup in their coaching staff, so it's going to be D-Hop, Derrick Henry, and Treylon's going to get scraps.
And I'm not high on the offense, but they do got Henry. They got Chig.
Yep, I like him.
I
really like him.
Chigakonkwo. Yeah, they might just come out of nowhere. They might finish 500.
Yeah. Hey, But now we're getting into the dregs of society. Yeah. I like Brandon Cooks for Dallas, but he is their 3rd after Gallup and Lamb.
Yeah.
So we're getting down deep into the weeds. So we'll probably cut this one off here, but I'm going to end it with, how many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
9.
10 tickles. This has been Fantasy Quick Hits with Miles and Cam.